Hi friends, welcome. I'm Wendy Irene. This morning we are here for your daily intuitive reading. I just ask that you go into these readings with an open heart, really being willing to listen to your own intuition above everything else of how things make sense for you, because your intuition is your greatest guide. These readings are meant to be timeless, meaning that I have faith that the messages will find you in divine timing exactly when they're meant to. So I've used 3 different decks here today, and there's this overall message coming out that's really about communication, about careful communication. For some of you, it's about a conflict maybe getting resolved here. So the first card that came out was the Mercury retrograde card here, which to me is really saying like sometimes there's miscommunications, and that's why I'm feeling like there's this careful need for communication here. Sometimes it can feel like a delay. So there, for some of you, you may be experiencing something in your life that feels like it's been delayed here. You also have the Aquarius card, which is air energy. There's more than one air sign here. So this energy can be like an energy of loves to debate. Sometimes there can be a struggle with the intimacy side. There can be a struggle with the compromise side. So I feel like these cards are coming up just to make you aware. Maybe some of you have been in a situation where there's that lack of intimacy or that lack of heartfelt communication is what I'm feeling. You may be dealing with Aquarius or someone with Aquarius in the chart, or that may be you as well. But that air energy is here. So I'm feeling like, and there's a lot of blue on the table, which is the throat chakra. So I'm all about always trying to keep my chakras as healthy as possible. And I do that by focusing my energy there. So maybe spend some time focusing on blue in this area. Pray for some like heartfelt communication if you're dealing with some kind of conflict. But moving on, you have the Dream Big card here. And this is a card that's asking you to let go of any negative thoughts about yourself, let go of any small thoughts about yourself here, and really see yourself succeeding. And that is a message that we reoccurringly get, is seeing yourself succeeding. That is a really important first step here. So every day, spending a little bit of time visualizing yourself succeeding in whatever area it is that's meaningful to you. Visualize that. Let go of negative thoughts about yourself. Be kind to yourself. Believe in yourself. Be your biggest advocate. Be your biggest believer, okay? You have the time to move on card. Like I was saying, like all these cards, so much blue so far. Actually, every card has blue except for one. And I've pulled 9 cards here. So that's a really throat chakra. Praying for communication. So time to move on. It's meaning that it's time to you're really letting go of the old and letting the new come in. So you may be moving on from a situation. You may be moving on from a conflict. You're moving on from those rough waters. If you can see those rough waters in the background, you're really allowing the new to come in. And this is really healthy for you. So throughout this, you're being asked to dream big and be willing to move on, let go of the old, move forward, which I love for you. You have the protection card again, which also came out yesterday. So through whatever it is you're going through, the universe is asking for you to know that you are protected, that you are safe, that your loved ones are protected, that your home is protected. So no matter what's going on, know that that protection exists around you and feel comfort in that. Here you can see the mother comforting the baby. Your passed on loved ones, your guides, God, you have so much love and protection around you. So be willing to feel that. That will bring you a lot of comfort. You have the 7 of air. So 2 more air cards here actually, along with the air. Aquarius. So the Seven of Air here. This really can be, this is the card of there's more going on than meets the eye. There's more going on underneath than maybe that is visible on the surface here. It can be a card of, you know, with Mercury retrograde, the delay, I'm also getting this poor timing thing. So there's very important to wait for divine timing here and to be kind to yourself in that process, because the Mercury retrograde with delay and the Seven of Air can tell me that there's been some kind of delay here. There might be, if you're making plans, you might want to really take a look at them, maybe revise them in any way that you need to. But know that these delays or this timing issue has to do with the fact that there's more going on than meets the eye. You have the Two of Water. I love this card because this is a relationship growing closer. This is a positive resolution. So if you've been dealing with conflict, there's some kind of resolution to this. And you guys have this love here, maybe a different person. You have someone here who really truly loves you, and this relationship really goes deeper. They're in the deep water here, and they're in it together. Their love is growing deep here. The King of Fire, love, passion coming out. So the King of Fire is, I feel with this communication, you're really focusing on it. I feel what happens is then you communicate with a vision. You communicate as a leader. This King energy is very high vibration, very wise. And so I feel you really being in touch with that, you being able to communicate as this leader. And it's this beautiful focus here. Focusing on what matters to you, focusing on loving yourself, being kind to yourself, focusing on your big dreams here. There's motivation in this card, there's ambition in this card, there's this beautiful, people are drawn to you energy with this card, especially as the King. And then you have the Page of Air. So I feel like for some of you, maybe you got some challenging information. And I really feel like, again, there's been delays. Something has been delayed or changes to your plans. It can also mean that some kind of truth was delivered without tact here. So the communication, the throat chakra, the understanding that sometimes there's delays for divine timing, or maybe something didn't come out the way you want it to, and you're being asked to really love yourself and be kind to yourself and let go of any small thinking about yourself and be willing to let go of the old and let that new come in. Okay, friends, I hope that this helped you. Know again that you are so protected here and loved. And I wish you all the best. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for the likes and for sharing. Leave me a comment if this resonated with you. I'd love to hear from you. And I'd love to have you be a part of this community. So please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Have a beautiful day.